You are listening to Toronto's only pure metal show, The Red Switch.
Fuck the facts. That's right. This is a special day on the Red Switch. It's all Fuck the Facts. We're promoting a show here. They're playing at El Macumbo on Saturday at 9 o'clock with the Great Collapse. Don't miss it. We got a special co-host here with us today. Not just Ash. He's always special. You're special, aren't you?
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got a special guest here, Topon. We're talking with him about all Fuck the Facts. All Fuck the Facts Day. And we're playing all their music today. You still awake, Topon?
Yeah.
You feeling any better?
Oh, I'm way better now. I'm on my second coffee. I finished that banana.
Dude, nice. You need that potassium.
You do.
You know what I mean?
Bananas are very good for you.
Yeah. I know. My girlfriend's always buying them, so there you go. I have to eat them.
That's right. Let's continue on with some more questions. Again, I want to remind listeners right now, if you want to ask Topon a question or there's a special song that you want to request from Fuck the Facts, the line here is 416-736-5656. And wait until we go off air. I don't want to answer the phone while I'm on air. Anyway, I got to ask you, why did you wait so long to go overseas?
Wow, why did we wait? I don't know, it's tricky. We didn't want to wait. We wanted to go a lot earlier. We were really hoping to go when Stigmata came out, and it kind of just never really happened. And we basically just got offered when was it, last year or something, when Disgorge came out, these guys from Holland who run this booking company called Doomstar Booking, they contacted us and were like, hey, you want to come over and do a tour with Anti-Gamma and Dr. Doom? And I've been a fan of Anti-Gamma for years and years, so we were super hyped to do it. But,
are they another grindcore band?
Yeah, and actually it was an awesome tour for us, like the package. It was like a really good grind tour. If there's anything that's hard for us to, like a lot of tours we don't do, a lot of tours we do,
yeah,
sometimes aren't like, the best fitting tours, but we kind of do them anyways. But yeah, I wish we would have gone to Europe a lot earlier, but at the same time we went this time and it was really awesome. So, I'm sure if we would have gone when, like maybe 6 years ago, it probably would have been a lot harder.
Yeah. Well, any musician will tell you it's important to have a good package.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, that was kind of, but that was kind of another good thing, is like we wanted to go there and we wanted to make sure that it was like well organized, that we had shows, every day, and that we were doing something good. We just didn't want to fly over there and kind of go with whatever was going to happen. So
yeah.
Can you talk to us a bit about the response you got from fans abroad?
It was pretty good. It's tricky to say. Like, I don't think we're not like a huge band anywhere. Like, I know there's maybe some, maybe more metal bands. Like, I know Exciter, they're from Ottawa, and like in Europe they'll play like these huge festivals, but in North America, like maybe 50 people will go, kind of thing. For us, it's like, it's pretty much the same, regardless of where we go. We'll have like small shows where sometimes it's gonna be 20 people, and the next night there could be 200. But I think if anything for Europe, even if it was a small turnout, the people that were there were really receptive, and everyone was really nice. And just from talking to people there, I know that some of them were waiting for years for us to come over, and they're really excited. Like, yeah, we had a lot of amazing shows. Like, probably the best shows was like in Paris, France. It was probably one of the most insane shows I've ever played.
On the topic of interaction with fans, what's the nicest thing a fan has ever said to you?
Our nicest thing?
Yeah. You smell out the inside of my mama's purse.
I don't know. Like, I can't think of like specifically what it is, but I think whenever anyone comes up to me and kind of, says that like, an album that we recorded, like, they actually fucking love listening to it, and it's stuck in their stereo for like a couple of months, that means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I was going to ask you a question, I just totally forgot it. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, well, we corresponded by email a little earlier, and there's a few questions that you don't like to get asked, but actually I want to ask it anyway, just to take you off.
That's the thing; they're unavoidable questions.
That's right.
I don't mind. I'll answer any question.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, I'm sure you're probably tired of this. People ask you this all the time.
Well, you already asked me the woman thing.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so bad. I don't think. I asked you if you ever get annoyed by it.
No, I don't get really easily annoyed. So
yeah. Well, okay. Well, what I'm sure people probably ask you a lot, but what's the best place to get poutine in Gatineau?
The best place to get poutine?
Yeah. Do you have an address too?
You know what? I don't know if I ever got asked this question. You tricked me. I think the best poutine place is actually it's not in Gatineau. It's in Ottawa, which is right across the bridge.
So the best poutine is not even in Quebec.
For what I'm saying, fucking now I'm gonna get all this fucking like hate mail from like Quebecers.
Quebecers like, what are you thinking, Topon? You are stupid, tabernacle.
But the best one I know is probably this little, just like a fucking a chip wagon or whatever next to this bar called the Dominion in Ottawa.
All right. Well, okay. That's I can deal with that. I was talking with Steve, your old bass player.
Yeah.
And he wants to know if you have stereo sound in the van. Is it still mono, or is the radio finally working? Because if you're in the States, how do you know there's a tornado warning? Do you just trust the drunks at the shows?
Yeah, we've had like the worst fucking luck with stereos in our van. And well, since he's been playing with us, we got a new van. We bought a new van in July, like of last year. So we had that van, and it was pretty cool. It only had a tape deck, and all the speakers worked, but then like the tape deck was gone. So for a few months we didn't have anything. And I actually just like 2 weeks ago I just bought one of those iPod things that you plug in your cigarette lighter and plays through the radio. So
fancy.
Yeah, we got music again. It's pretty exciting.
Wow. So your skills are paying the bills then?
I don't know. Yeah, my skills. Yeah.
Life on the road can be pretty brutal, really long and just tiring. What do you do to keep awake?
To keep awake, you do a lot of sleeping, that's for sure. If there's one thing you do on the road, it's like sleep a lot in the van. Mm-hmm. I think one of the best things I've gotten like ever for touring is like my iPod. Like, I got like I got all the music I fucking own on that thing, plus it's got like games, and I could put like fucking TV shows and shit on it. So that's an awesome thing to have, and I usually bring my laptop, which is cool too. So
what's your favorite TV show?
I've been watching a lot of Drawn Together. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Oh yeah,
that's right. That's the cartoon that's satire of a reality show, isn't it?
Yeah, that show is fucking insane. Like we watch a lot. Like I don't know, Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Yeah, we watch a lot of that on the road, and at home we've been watching a lot of Drawn Together recently. So
nice. Yeah, I like that show too. Well, you know what? Let's take a little break here. Let's play some music. We've got one here from Legacy of Hopelessness.
Sweet.
Can you guess which one I'm going to play? There's not that many songs on that album.
Probably Dear Shitbook. That's one everyone plays.
Oh my God, you're correct.
Nice.
It's a hit.
I don't like the song, to be honest with you. I really don't. I just like the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kidding. I like the song.
It's
all right.
The title of that actually comes from basically I have a journal that I write a whole bunch of shit in, and I call it the shit book, and that's where that comes from.
If you sell it on eBay, you might get some money for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's more metal than calling it a diary.
Yeah, Dear Shit Book. Anyway, let's play some music here. It's a radio show, right? We should play some music.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Dear Shit Book. This is All Fight the Facts, right here on the Red Switch. You're tuned into the Red Switch right now. Today's a very special day. So special that I have to give a advisory to our listeners right now. There is some strong language in our show due to the nature of our show, due to the nature of the name of the group that we're interviewing. So if you have a very fragile, weak mind, not weak, just a fragile, very sensitive to language, then please turn down the spoken version and tune up the musical version. And that's all I'll have to say about that.
Good way to put it.
Yes. We have Topon Doss, who's in from Fight the Facts. He's actually calling in from Gatineau, right?
Yep,
Gatineau. And he's sort of like co-hosting with us today, and we're talking about Fuck the Facts. Today's all Fuck the Facts, and we're promoting the show on Saturday, which is at El Macumbo here in Toronto at 9 o'clock, and they're also playing with The Great Collapse. What else can we ask Topon today? I have a hypothetical question, Topon. It's actually, I ask everybody this, every interview I have. Fuck the fact.